So we're going to begin this workout down on the mat. So to get there, as always, make sure you keep both knees bent to protect your lower back. Roll to your shoulder and then all the way to your back. Once you've found this position, either have your feet wide and let your knees tent in, or if it feels okay to you, pull your knees towards your chest, grab behind your thighs. And you can either keep your knees coming straight into your chest. Another option is to pull them out towards your shoulders. In either case, these positions just help your lower back release. And if your knees are in towards your chest or your shoulders, you may even want to consider rocking side to side, gently giving your lower back a little massage. All the while, be sure to take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose or your mouth, warming up your body with your breathing. On each exhale, let your face relax. One more breath like this. And we're going to begin our workout today with a little ab work. So if your knees are not in your chest, do that now. So meet me in this position. Flex your toes. Notice how your lower back is touching the ground. You want to maintain that position throughout this next exercise. So your lower back's going to want to pop up. Your number one goal is to not let it happen. Drop your hands by your hips. Pull your shoulders towards your hips. Take an inhale to prep. And on your next exhale, push your feet out towards a tabletop position, meaning knees over your hips, shins parallel to the floor. But stop before your lower back pops up. Inhale, knees come back into your chest. Long, slow exhale, push out. So maybe you don't get to that total 90-degree angle with your legs. That's totally fine. The more you push out, the more the harder, I should say, it is for you to keep your lower back grounded. So you decide your range of motion today. Inhale, pull your knees in. Exhale, push out, belly button pulls towards your spine, lower back grounded. Keep moving like this a few more times. If, on the other hand, you'd like a bigger challenge, you can maintain tabletop. So instead of moving forward and back, simply hold. And when I say simply, that doesn't mean it's easy. If you notice a little shaking in your abdominal muscles, that means you're doing it right. They're waking up. And on your next breath, pull your knees back in if they aren't already. Wiggle your toes. Extend your left leg up. Grab your right knee with both hands. And with this leg, you can either keep it up at a 90-degree angle or drop it closer to the ground for a bigger challenge. Single leg stretch. Inhale, pulse twice. Exhale, switch. Inhale, inhale, big exhale. Belly button towards your spine. So we're really warming up here from our core on out. Use your breath to help you warm up as well, just like at the beginning. So you want to make sure you're focusing on your inhales and exhales. With this particular exercise, again, it's 2 pulses to inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, inhale, big exhale. Take a break whenever you need it. If possible, though, we'll do one more set. And once you finish, pull your knees into your chest, wiggle your toes. Lovely. Drop your feet down. Hands by your hips, but flip your palms up so they're facing the sky. We're going to do a little heart opening here from a yoga practice, the shoulder bridge. So take an inhale to prep. On your next exhale, peel your hips off the ground, 1 vertebrae at a time. Gently press your chest towards your chin. On an inhale, drop your hips down 1 vertebrae at a time. This is excellent for your back. Strengthening and releasing. Exhale to lift. And once you get to your height, so maybe you're not going up all the way, that's completely fine. But regardless of how high you lift your hips, at the end, just gently press your chest towards your chin. That's going to strengthen your upper back and work on some of that heart opening, so chest expansion that I mentioned at the beginning. Nice. Now, if you want a bigger challenge, feel free to hold in this position. So instead of going up and down with your breath, you're keeping your hips lifted, chest gently pulling towards your chin, toning and strengthening the entire backside of your body. Regardless of whether you're holding or moving, one more breath. And then slowly bring your hips down, imprinting your vertebrae one at a time onto the mat. Nice. Let your knees tent in. Take a quick breath. From this position, roll to your side. Both knees are bent. Gently push yourself up and transition into child's pose. So big toes are touching in child's pose. Knees are wide. Hips are back towards your heels. Stack your fists. Bring your forehead to your fists. And take a couple deep breaths here. Relax your jaw. And as you're hanging out in child's pose, I wanted to share a quote with you that I've been loving recently. It comes from Coco Chanel. It says, "Don't spend time beating on a wall, hoping to transform it into a door." Again, don't spend time beating on a wall, hoping to transform it to a door. Take a deep breath on that. Come forward onto your hands and your knees. Bright fingers here. Pointer fingers are going straight forward. Keep your knees on the mat and just bring your hips a bit forward so that your body is all in one line from your knees to the crown of your head. What you don't want here, though, is any sagging in your pelvis. So make sure you're locking up in your pelvis using that lock from yoga called Uddiyana Bandha, which means you're getting rid of a really big curve in your lower back. So feel your strength here. If at any point you need to take a break, no worries. Just push your hips back like this. When you're ready to rejoin us, come back into that strong plank position. Deep breaths, shoulders towards your hips. Relax your face. Nice. Now on your next exhale, try coming down all the way to your belly as slowly as possible. So as you come down, belly button pulls up. Once you get there, float your hands so they're not touching the mat anymore and pull your chest up. So it's almost like your elbows pull towards each other. Release. On your next exhale, push back. Child's pose. Nice. Stack your fists. Forehead to your fists. And if that quote resonated with you, bring it to mind again. It may be worth asking yourself, in what area of your life are you coming up against a wall? And what would it take for you to find the door? Is it a shift in perspective? A change in actions? You can let that question sit with you as we move through the rest of our practice. From this position, when you're ready, find downward facing dog. So to find down dog, you come forward onto your hands and your knees once again. This time, push up and back, hips go back. And you can decide if you want a straight-legged down dog or a bent knee down dog. See what feels best. Either way, head is heavy. Core stays strong. One more inhale here. On your exhale, bring your feet to your hands. You can do that by walking, by jumping, crawling. And once you get to this position, have a deep knee bend in your forward fold. So you're allowing your lower back to release. Inhale, do a halfway lift, nice and strong. Exhale, fold. Soft knees, inhale, stand, come up all the way to high prayer. And then pull your hands into heart center. Close your eyes for a second. Drop your chin. Take a deep breath. Blink your eyes open. From this position, step back with your right leg. Left leg is forward. We're going to find warrior two. So that means our feet need to be perpendicular. Hips are squaring to the side. Once you've found this foot and hip position, float your arms up. Bend your left knee over your left ankle. Feel your strength. Drop your shoulders. So as much space as you can create between your shoulders and your ears as possible. Push through the pinky toe side of your back foot so you have a lot of length in your back leg, a lot of strength in your front leg. One more strong inhale here. On your exhale, straighten your front leg, reach back, bicep by your ear. On your next inhale, re-lunge, reach forward, elbow to your knee, side angle pose. So I'll walk you through that again. Inhale, come up, strong core. Exhale, straighten your leg and reach back. Long, slow exhale here. Inhale, reach forward, bend your knee. Elbow to your knee, side angle on your exhale. Inhale up, straighten and stretch. On your next inhale, reach forward, side angle. Nice, let's do it 2 more times. Inhale up, exhale, reach back, straighten your front leg. Inhale, re-lunge. Exhale, side angle, chest towards the sky. Final set here. Inhale up, nice and strong. Exhale, reach back. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, reach forward. Re-lunge. Exhale, elbow to your knee. Open into side angle. Beautiful. Inhale, back to warrior two. Gaze out through your front and middle finger. Put a little smile on your face. Then on your next exhale, windmill down. Drop your back knee. If you need to stretch out this leg for a second, feel free to push back into a hamstring stretch. Eventually, meet me in a hip flexor stretch, which means your back knee is grounded, front knee is bent, and then hands are on your front thigh. So our intention here is to stretch out our right hip flexor. So take a few deep breaths in this position. If the stretch is too intense, then bring your foot and your back knee a little closer. If you need more intensity, then make your length longer. Make your length longer. I think you understand what I mean. Make the space between your front foot and your back knee lengthwise longer. One more deep breath here. Then from this position, bring your hands to the inside of your leg. Slowly and gently swing this leg around. Find high plank on your knees, or if you want to go crazy this time, you can tuck your toes under and find high plank up on your toes. Shoulders to your hips, not your ears. You got this. Belly button up. Now keep your belly button pulling up. On your next exhale, bring your body down like we did before as slowly as possible. Elbows scrape your rib cage. Come all the way down, belly button to the mat. Float your hands and pull your elbows towards each other. So we're strengthening our upper back, opening our chest. On your next exhale, push back, child's pose. Nicely done. From here, downward facing dog. Couple deep breaths in down dog. On your next exhale, bring your feet to your hands. Find that bent leg position in a forward fold. You can even give yourself a hug as I'm doing here if that feels good to you. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Soft knees, inhale, stand, high prayer. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Drop your chin. Take a deep breath. Blink your eyes open. Step back with your left leg, right leg forward. Warrior two on this side. So once you've found your foot and your hip position, float your arms up parallel with the ground. Bright fingers. Bend your right knee over your right ankle. Push through the pinky toe side of your back foot. Just as we did before, make sure you drop your shoulders. So you're really strong here, relaxed in your upper body. Now, just as we did on the other side, we're going to move with our breath, doing some stretching and flowing. So give yourself, a little break if it takes a while for you to get the sequence. I'll try to lead you through it here. So on your next exhale, straighten your front leg, reach back, right bicep by your ear. Long, slow exhale here. On your inhale, re-lunge. As you re-lunge, reach forward, elbow to your knee on your exhale, side angle pose, chest towards the sky. Strong core, inhale up. Exhale, reach back, straighten your front leg. Beautiful. Smooth, graceful movement. On your next inhale, reach forward, re-lunge. Exhale, elbow to your knee. Open chest towards the sky. Belly button towards your spine, inhale up. Exhale, reach back, straight leg. Inhale, reach forward. Beautiful, re-lunge. Elbow to your knee. 2 more sets here. Bright fingers. Inhale up. Come up nice and strong. Exhale, reach back. Straighten your front leg. Long inhale, reach forward. Re-lunge. Long, slow exhale. Side angle pose. Elbow to your knee. Last one. Inhale up. Strong core. Exhale, reach back, lengthen your side body. Inhale, reach forward. Nicely done. Elbow to your knee. Open towards the sky. And then on your next inhale, come back up. Warrior two. Bright fingers gaze through your front middle finger. A little smile on your face. On your next exhale, windmill down. Drop your back knee. Remember, if you need to do a quick hamstring stretch here just to loosen up your leg, feel free. Eventually, meet me in a hip flexor stretch with your hands on your front thigh. And remember, you can determine the intensity of your stretch here by how far apart your feet and your front foot and your back knee is. So feel free to experiment with that a bit. And then once you've found a place where you feel a bit uncomfortable, but not in pain, then take a few deep breaths there, in through the nose and out through your nose or your mouth. Let's take one more breath together. Long, slow inhale. On your exhale, relax your jaw. And then hands come to the inside of your leg with your core strong. Swing this leg around. Meet me in high plank on your knees or your toes. Whether you're on your knees or your toes, shoulders are over your hands. Nice. On your next exhale, come down. Chaturanga, but you're coming all the way down. Belly button to the mat. Float your hands. Cobra. This means elbows pull back towards each other. And then on your next exhale, child's pose. Nicely done. We're going to sprinkle in another Pilates strengthening exercise. This time, it's going to be a strengthener for our lower back. On your next inhale, once again, come forward to your hands and your knees. Exhale, come down slowly. Belly button pulls up as you do this. Stack your hands once you get your belly button to the ground. Forehead to your hands. Take a quick breath here. To prepare for our lower back exercise called swimming, bring your feet hip width apart. Extend your arms out in front of you, shoulder width apart. Take an inhale to prep. On your next exhale, lift one arm and the opposite leg. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, switch. Nice. Keep moving like that at your own pace with your breath. If your feet start to cramp up, as mine are doing right now, you can always flex your feet, or flex your toes, I should say, instead of pointing them. Either way, lengthen your legs. So if you're flexing your toes, you're lengthening out through your heel. If you're pointing your toes, you're lengthening out through your toes. One more set, so make sure you even your sides out. Nicely done. And then stack your hands, forehead down. Deep breath. On your next exhale, push back to a brief child's pose. From here, come forward to your hands and your knees. Flip your left palm up, and then thread your left arm through the space here on the right side. Make a fist with your right hand and bring your left ear to your right fist. Then once you've found this position, you can move forward and backward with your hips, kind of bringing them up and then down closer to your heels. See if that makes a difference in regards to where and how intensely you feel this stretch. This one's intended to pull around your shoulder blade. So in this case, it's going to pull around your left shoulder blade. Once you've found the spot you want to stay for a little bit, then focus on your breathing. On an inhale, think about really expanding your lungs and your rib cage. Exhale, breathe everything out. Inhale, expand. Big exhale. Nicely done. On your next inhale, come up slowly up to your hands and your knees. Same thing on the other side. Flip your right palm up. On an exhale, thread your right arm through your left side. Make a fist with your left hand. Bring your right ear to your fist. Then move your hips forward and backward. Decide what feels best on this side, where you want to stay. Just as we did on the other side, once you've made that decision, then focus on your breathing, expanding your lungs and your rib cage as much as possible on your inhales. Exhaling as much out as possible. Relax your face and your jaw as you go. One more breath like this. Use an inhale to come forward. Very nice. And from here, swing your legs around. We're going to work our way back down on the mat on our backs. So both knees are bent to come down. Bring your shoulder to the ground and then roll all the way over. We're going to finish up here with one more Pilates exercise and then a little yoga stretching. So the Pilates exercise we're going to do is called the single leg circles. This one's awesome for toning and strengthening your abs and your legs while also increasing flexibility. So with that being said, pull your right knee towards your chest and then even out kind of towards your right shoulder. Take a breath like this. From here, extend your right leg up. If you're not able to have a completely straight leg, that's just fine. You can have a little knee bend here, no worries. Then bring your arms out either to a T or closer to your body. The closer they come to your body, the harder this one becomes. On your next inhale, drop your legs straight down. Exhale, do a half circle up. Inhale, drop straight down. Exhale, half circle up. So as you're doing this movement with your right leg, you're trying to keep everything else still, including your left leg. So notice how your left knee wants to drop to the left. See if instead you can keep the big toe side of your left foot grounded. So that's going to be working your inner thighs. 2 more like this if you can. Inhale down. Exhale up. The bigger your circle, the more challenging this becomes. Nice. Pull your right knee towards your shoulder once again. We'll take a quick break before we switch directions. Deep breath. Find your same starting position. Right leg is up. On your next inhale, circle down clockwise. Exhale, pull straight up. Inhale, half circle down. Exhale up. Now, as you pull up, think about your toes pulling towards the ceiling and your belly button pulling towards the ground. So you're lengthening your leg, strengthening your core. 2 more here. You got this. Lovely. Last one. Nicely done. Right knee to your right shoulder. Extend your left leg out. If that hurts your lower back at all, though, feel free to keep it bent. That's just fine. now we're going to get a little hip stretch on your right side. So grab your right knee with your right hand. Left hand grabs your right ankle. And pull both your knee and your ankle towards your left shoulder. This is called a hip pull. So we're looking to stretch out right here along your right side of your right hip. So again, you not only want to pull your knee towards your opposite shoulder, but also your ankle. I'm noticing I'm tensing up in my neck and my jaw. So if you're doing the same, just allow your chin to drop slightly. That'll lengthen your neck so you're not so tense there. Allow your jaw to relax. One more breath like this. Pull your right knee towards your right shoulder again. One more stretch on this leg before we switch sides. It's going to be a supine twist. So for this stretch, you're going to grab your right knee with your left hand. Right arm drops by your side, and then gently pull your knee towards the left side of your body. Then look side to side with your head. See what feels best on your neck. And you can stay there. Very nice. Use an inhale to bring yourself back to center. And we'll do the same series on the other side. So to prepare, both feet are grounded, knees are bent. On your next exhale, pull your left knee towards your chest and then out towards your shoulder. Breathe deeply. This is great for your hips and your lower back. From this position, extend your left leg up. Decide where you want your arms. On your next inhale, drop your left leg straight down. Exhale, half circle up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Remember, as you move along here, your number one goal is to keep everything stable besides your left leg. So check in with your range of motion. If you need to make your circle, or half circle I should say, a bit smaller, that's just fine. 2 more if you can. And once you finish that last one, bend your left knee, pull it out towards your shoulder. Very nice. One more breath here. Extend your leg back up. Final set here of the single leg circles. Use your next inhale to circle counterclockwise. Exhale, pull straight up. Inhale, half circle down. Exhale, up. Nice. Toes towards the ceiling, belly button towards the floor. Use your exhale, so think about zipping up a tight pair of jeans as you exhale. 2 more if you can. Last one. Very nice. Bend your left knee, pull it in towards your left shoulder. We're going to move to our hip pull. So extend your right leg down. Grab your knee and your ankle and pull both towards your opposite shoulder. So your ankle kind of pulls up a bit, knee goes diagonally across your body. Core stays strong. Release. Nice. And then grab your left knee with your right hand. Supine twist. Use an exhale to gently pull your knee across your body. Make sure your left shoulder stays on the ground. Then look side to side with your head. Decide what feels best on your neck. Stay there. Breathe deeply into this twist. Before you move out of this twist, make sure your core is strong, belly button to your spine. Use an inhale to come up. Nicely done. Exhale, pull both knees into your chest, wiggle your toes. And let's end as we began by gently rocking side to side, loosening up our lower back. Drop your feet down. Let your knees tent in for a sec. Then bring your arms down, palms up. We're making our way into Savasana, our final resting pose. If this leg position feels good on your lower back, then stay. Another option is to extend your legs out mat width apart and let your pinky toes fall towards the ground. Once you've decided on your leg position, close your eyes. Rest here. And as you are resting, I will read that quote 1 or 2 more times. So as I mentioned before, it comes from Coco Chanel. Don't spend time beating on a wall, hoping to transform it into a door. Once again, don't spend time beating on a wall, hoping to transform it into a door. If that resonates, let it sit with you for a few moments in Savasana. When you're ready to come back to your body, take some deep inhales. Then roll to your side with your knees bent. You can use your arm as a pillow. On your next inhale, push yourself up and meet me in a seated position. Once you get there, do a couple shoulder rolls. Pull your hands into heart center, sitting tall and strong. And we'll end with the blessing we typically end with. But another blessing that's coming to me here in the moment is, may you find your doors. Bring your hands to the space between your eyes. May you have peace in your thoughts. Hands to your lips. May you have peace in your words. And hands to your heart. May you have peace in your heart and actions. Namaste.
Thanks so much for tuning in. If you found this content helpful, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Also, if you're wondering how to become healthier, I've created a free masterclass for you that is truly your ultimate wellness guide. It's called Fit and Fabulous for Life: 7 Secrets that'll help you find your healthy living sweet spot. If you're intrigued, you should see a link to it on your screen now. You'll also find a link to it in the description box of this video. Thanks again for tuning into this video, and I hope you'll consider checking out my free Fit and Fab masterclass.